Hi, Stefano again. We will continue our first lesson creating an HTML5 web page. In this lesson, we will introduce some basic tags. This is part 1. A short summary of lesson 1 before we begin. Open your start document by choosing File, Open, or better, use the short key Command-O on a Mac or Ctrl-O on a PC. We will use this file for every future exercise. The structure of an HTML document. We have our opening HTML tag. In most cases, tags come in pairs. So we have the opening HTML tag and the closing HTML tag. Then we have the two main sections, the head section and the body section. In brackets, tags are blue, attributes are green, and values between the quote signs are orange. Plain text or content is black. Comments are gray. A rule consisting of a start tag and an end tag, or a begin tag and closing tag, and of course content is called an element. This is my title element. The same holds true for a tag consisting an attribute and a value. This is my self-closing tag, meta, consisting tag, an attribute and a value. So this is my meta element. This is important basic knowledge. I will refer to these keywords in future exercises. Place your cursor after the opening body tag. Press the Enter key. Automatically, brackets creates an indent. The first basic tag we will create is the H1 tag. Type in the less than sign, followed by the letter H. In the drop-down menu, we can choose 6 levels of headers, going from head 1, the most important header, to H6, the less important header. For this exercise, choose header 1. Press Enter, type in the greater than sign, and by default, brackets closes the tag. So we have our H1 begin tag and our H1 closing tag. Between the two tags, we type in our content. Remember the dot before the file name. Save the page by using the short key Command S or Ctrl S on PC. Now the dot disappears. This is also a great moment to change our page title. Save the page. In the previous lesson, I mentioned Live Preview. Let's see Live Preview in action. Go to the right hand side and press this icon, Live Preview. Be aware, Google Chrome must be installed on your device. This is a preview in Chrome of my A Small Step for Mankind HTML file. Maybe this is also a good moment to rename the start document, because now I'm altering our start document. That's not what I want. Choose File, Save As, Call this document basic tags underscore part 1, sorry. Remember, file name and title are two different things. The title is visible by the user. The file name isn't. If Google Chrome is not installed on your device, you can still preview your HTML file. Go to a browser of your choice. In my case, I open Safari on the Mac. Press the short key Command O or Ctrl O on a PC. On your hard drive, where the file is stored, basic tags underscore part 1. This is a workaround to preview your file in a different browser. However, I will stick to Google Chrome. After the H1 header, I press enter, create a second header. Because I'm lazy, I'm going to copy paste the text. Copy paste is my favorite thing in web design. Let's save the file. Go to Google Chrome to preview the page. Real live preview. It's even not necessary to refresh the browser. In other browsers, you possibly need to refresh before you can see the altered content. Let's introduce another basic tag, the paragraph tag. Enter after the H2 closing tag. You know the drill. P stands for paragraph. Save the page, preview. In HTML, we don't care about look and feel of our content. For example, maybe you're thinking this header is way too big, but that's something we will solve in CSS, not in HTML. HTML is all about structure. Let's enter a new paragraph. For your convenience, you can copy the P element and paste it. And we change the content. Be aware to be very precise, otherwise you get this kind of errors. Press Command Z. So stay away from your tags. Place your cursor very precisely. This is a pangram. All the letters of the alphabet are included in this sentence. Save the page, go to Google Chrome, and that's it. Now, let's show me something. I'm going to copy this sentence a few times. Save the page and go back to Chrome. As you can see, the text follows the window width. So on an iPhone, maybe you get something like this. On an iPad, maybe something like this. And on a very large computer screen, you get something like this. One of the typographic basic rules, having only 13 to 16 words is the maximum width for screen design. More than that becomes harder to read. Something we will take care of later in CSS. In HTML, the text will follow the window width. Let's delete the text. Suppose I want to force a line break. Maybe I want jumps over the lazy dog on a new rule. We can use the break tag. If jumps need to go to another line, place your cursor before jump, press in the less than sign, BR stands for line break, and line break is also a self-closing tag. For backwards compatibility reasons, you can add a slash sign before the greater than sign. But that's not necessary. Be aware, add the slash sign after you have created the tag. Otherwise, brackets creates an extra closing break tag. Save the page and preview in Google Chrome. And as we can see, jumps is set on a new rule. Don't misuse the break tag to force lines to go to another rule. Design is done in CSS, not in HTML. Let's introduce our last basic tag for this exercise, of course. Enter after the paragraph tag. And this time I'm inserting an HR tag. And HR stands for horizontal rule. HR is also a self-closing tag. For backwards compatibility reasons, you can add the slash sign. Let's preview in Chrome. And also the horizontal rule will follow the width of the window. In HTML4, it was possible to use extra attributes like width, let's say 50%. That's a relative measurement unit. Save the page, go to Chrome. Now the width of this horizontal rule is 50% of the page width. We can also insert an absolute value. Let's change percent by px for pixels. And now the horizontal rule is only 50 pixels. But again, in HTML5, design is done in CSS. We discuss CSS in a future movie. Okay, I was planning to stop the exercise here, but I remember something else. 4 other basic tags, which led to a lot of confusion in the world of web design. I will enter a new paragraph to my horizontal rule. Okay, I have this sentence. I'll put the band name, the spikes, between EM tags. And EM stands for emphasized. Be aware, when I enter the greater than sign, the closing tag is created by brackets. But the band name needs to be between both tags. So I will cut this content by using Command X or Control X. And when I render the page in Google, we will see EM emphasizes to result in italic text. So let's copy this rule. And now I'm changing EM by I. So I stands for italic. Render in Chrome. it appears that the EM tag is doing the same thing as the I tag. The I tag stands for italic, but the EM tag means emphasizing. So visually, they are the same. But for example, when a visual disabled person connects a speaking machine on his computer, the M tag is pronounced louder. So be aware of this fact. The same confusion for two other tags. And I'm talking about the strong tag and the B tag. When I save the page and render in Chrome, they appear both to be bold, but also now B, of course, stands for bold, but strong stands for strong emphasized. In a semantic way, there is a difference between EM and I and strong and B. Keep that in mind. Furthermore, if you want italic text or you want bold text in HTML5, we will use CSS to make text bolder or italic. That's it for this movie. In a shortly upcoming movie, I will discuss the anchor tag and the image tag. If you were enjoying this movie, subscribe to my channel. See you later, guys, and keep practicing. Bye for now.